Hello, my name is Zay, and welcome to a really quick and basic guide on optimizing your characters in regards to damage cap in Grandblue Fantasy Relink. This is going to work for both pre-DLC and post-DLC, so I'm going to try to make sure I catch both sides of it. But yeah, let's get started. So step one, first thing you want to do, very simple, you just want to go to the training mode, and you want to go to the down left and swap it to damage cap. This will show you the percentage of the damage cap that you're currently doing, and will basically show you where you are and what you need to do when it comes to optimizing your character. Again, this works for everybody. If you're brand new, if you're, somewhere, 10 hours, 15 hours in, and maybe if you're 200 hours in, this might help you as well. So, as I said, let's go ahead at the dummy, and you're going to see the damage percentage that you're doing. Again, the numbers don't matter. How much you're doing doesn't really matter. What matters is how much of your damage cap you're fulfilling. So right now, I'm doing 9, 10, I'm not even close. Every character has a max damage potential, which is, their 100%, give or take. And they can't do more than that, but you can do less than that, which is what you're really trying to fix early on. You're just trying to catch up to your damage cap. Again, the way to do this is through masteries. You can level up your weapons, or you can equip sigils. Those also help with, catching up to your damage cap if you are below it. This is going to be for people that, aren't endgame, are still progressing through the game, etc. Eventually, you're just going to want to, throw stuff on your character that allows you to do more damage, right? Attack power, really simple. It increases the attack power that you do. Things like, what do we got here? Tyranny reduces your HP for more attack as well. So anything that, raises your attack, that's going to work. And you're going to, really nice and simple. Put those on, go hit the dummy, and you're going to see that you're actually doing more damage now. Boom, 34%, right? Pretty big jump. As you can see, I'm not even close to my damage cap yet, so this isn't something we're going to worry about right now. Just try to make sure that you do as most damage as you can, and yeah, go from there. So at this point, you don't have to worry about it. You're good. Keep going. But let's say you're a little bit further than that. Let's say, your weapons are maxed out and you're getting towards end game. That type of stuff. That type of situation. So let's take Narmaya, for example, and same exact thing. We're just going to go hit the dummy. 101. Ooh. 222. Ooh. 211. Ooh. We are, as you can see, above 100%. So you might be like, oh, that's good. I'm doing 200% damage. Actually, no, that's not how it works. I am doing 100% damage. This number, 259,980, is my damage cap. I am never going to do more than that number. It doesn't matter what I do. That number is not going to go above this with this attack. That's what damage cap means. So what do you do when you're here? You can't add more attack things because, like I said, you're already at damage cap. These won't change anything for you. They're going to be the exact same number. So what do you do? The answer is simple. Damage cap. These are sigils that you can earn or, get from RNG drops, and you're going to put them on your character, and for each damage cap you put on, you'll see that there's a whole tier list. You get a percentage of damage cap available. 51%, 51%, 51%. So right now, with just that simple one that I put on, I'm now doing 51% more damage just by putting this on. And the same thing works for all of these. Like I said, if you're not at the damage cap level, you don't have to do this. But once you're above it and you don't have these on, you're going to have to start doing these, and you're going to need to put them on your character. So again, they go up to 65. Once you're at 65, you stop. You don't have to do anything else. So now that I'm at max damage cap potential, let's go see where I'm at in terms of the dummy. All right, now we're doing 52%, but when I crit, I do 100%, which is where I want to be. Look, 99s, 98s, 100s, 103s, we're right where we want to be, right? And it's okay if you go over a little bit, especially with like skills. Skills are going to probably do a little bit more than your normal attacks. That's perfectly fine. You just want to make sure you're around your damage cap level in order to, justify what you're doing. If you're too low, put a little bit more attack on, things that will increase your attack percentage. If you're way too high, like I'm talking like 150%, 200%, that's a little too much. You probably want to do something else. And again, this is base endgame kind of. So this is like currently, this is where you're at. Like you got all your damage sigils, your weapons upgraded. Like, there's not much else you can do. You just kind of, as long as you're doing around 100%, you're doing good. Good job. Right. Now let's move on to, you know, the next step, which is DLC or endgame, max content, that type of stuff. What do you do when you're in that situation? So, Homegirl's 32k. I'm in the DLC right now, and there are a couple things that we can do in order to increase her damage specifically. So, let's start it from the beginning, right? From the absolute beginning, this is what we're looking at. Damage cap. Am I maxed? Level 70, 65, I'm completely maxed, right? This is as much damage cap as I can achieve right now. I'm completely maxed. This is the max damage cap that the game allows me, and as you can see, I'm actually doing above 100 still. So, alright, what about this? Yeah, no, I'm still doing above 100. So what do I do here? I'm above, I did what you said, right? I put all my damage caps on, I'm above damage cap 100, like what do I do now? Well, when you get to the DLC, some things are going to change. The first thing is that your weapons are going to come with their own unique skill, especially the ascended ones. Things like damage cap Ecru, damage cap Coldbolt, damage cap Catastrophe or something like that. And if you look at their skills, they say that they give you more damage cap at specific intervals. So if you look at this one, I get more damage cap at 185k HP. Am I at that? No. So what that means is that now I need to do, you know, equip things that will let me get to that damage cap. Because like I said before, increasing your skill damage or your character damage or your attack power, all that's not going to matter because I'm already above the threshold. The only thing that's going to make me do more damage is to increase my damage cap by itself. And I happen to have a weapon that scales with HP. So again, we put HP on. Let's see. Basic things, go to HP. We got a health here. All right, what are we at? 161. Okay. Put another one. We get 3k. All right. We're getting minimal returns. Now let's go look for something else that gives HP. Aegis and Greater Aegis. These give HP. Boom. Right here. One Aegis. We're at 210,000, right? 210,000. So now if I go back to my skills and I check damage cap Ecru, right? Max boost is at 185k or more. I'm above that. So now I'm doing 200% more damage cap, right? So now if we go check where I'm at damage cap wise, let's see. I'm still above it. I'm still stupid above it, right? But I'm doing more damage now. You know why? Because I have more damage available to me. So again, once you get to this level, once you're above like base damage cap in the game, all that matters is getting damage cap. And there's actually a couple more ways that you can do this. So the first one is going to be Fate Breaker. It's given to you for free for completing quests in the expansion. And if you level it up, the max level is 15. And if you look at it, boom, 50% damage cap when you're at Fate Breaker grade quests. What this means is anything Chaos plus or Chaos and above. So now I do even more damage because, you know, I have more damage cap. You might be like, but the dummy doesn't know that. You can actually change the dummy settings. So if you go over to here, practice settings, Sir Barnold, set him to Chaos or higher. And now that Fate Breaker seal is gonna, you know, it's gonna activate. So if you notice, I'm even more above the damage cap because the Fate Breaker enhances my attack as well as the damage cap. So again, I am now even more above. I'm further beyond. What else can we do? Think about, you know, what else is available for me? Let's see. Over here on attack, things like Celestial stuff can increase your damage cap. So if we look at these, right? Celestial Terra. What does this one do? Damage cap 50%, max HP minus 30%. I am using an HP build So this might hurt me more than help me. Let's look at the next one. Boost damage cap against a foe in overdrive, right? So here we go again. Ooh, that's 50% damage cap, right? So I can put one of these on. I could put another one. And now I have more damage cap. And you might be like, well, it's only an overdrive. How do I test that? Again, practice setting, Sir Barnold, mode bar, overdrive. So now I'm getting the Fatebreaker damage cap. I'm getting the overdrive damage cap. So now I'm doing even more damage than before because my damage cap keeps going up. And that's the name of the game. The more damage cap you have, the more damage you do if you're above it. And so you're just trying to find ways to increase your damage cap as much as possible. Again, this is ultra maxing, like this is, you know, you're clinching numbers here. You don't need to do this to progress and beat the game. If I didn't want to run Celestial, you know, Intermundo, if I didn't even want to run Fatebreaker, you know, because I'm lazy, and I have 210k HP and I'm doing max damage possible for where I'm at right now at the story, right? So this is it. But what about for people that want to do a little bit more? Like they just need to do more damage. Like I know I'm doing 100%, but like can I do even more than 100%? Like what's the stats there, right? Like how do you do that? Well, you're in luck. There's even further beyond with supplementary damage. So as I stated before, I'm max damage cap, max available damage cap, all give and take, you know, without having to do anything too crazy. So what can we do now? Well, there's a couple of things. First off, supplementary damage. This does an additional hit. So anytime you do an attack, there's a smaller additional attack underneath it. So I don't know if you know this, but if you do 100% and then 30% after, you did more than 100%. So supplementary damage works like that. Berserker Echo works like that. Spartan Echo also works like that. So if we go look at these, supplementary damage, right? That's what we're looking for. 48% chance to trigger supplementary damage. What about Berserker Echo? Deals supplementary damage when your attack is 25 or higher, and it doesn't trigger if your attack is 25k or lower. This isn't going to work for me. My attack is not... I lied, my attack is 45k. This will work for me. I didn't even notice. So I could put this on if I want to, right? And it's level 15, I could throw it on. Boom. Now I do more damage because every time I hit the dummy, I do an additional hit. Let's check this out. Boom. You see the additional hit? I'm still over the damage cap, but now I'm doing 2 hits that are over the damage cap, which means I'm doing more damage. 37k on the side. So I'm doing my damage cap plus an additional 37k. That's how you get past damage cap, and that's how you super optimize your damage. So there you go. If this is what you were looking for, hopefully it helps you. Hopefully, you know, it got some stuff through to you. And for the record, you do not need to be Omega super optimal at all in this game. If you don't want to do Berserker Echoes, you can definitely do things that are mainly just for yourself, right? Maybe Potion Hoarder. I like potions, right? I like potions. Let's see. Now I have way more potions, and I'm still damage capped. I'm not gonna do any more damage. So I might as well do things that make the game a little bit more comfy for me. You can even do things like improved dodge, I know is somewhere around here. So if we go over to defense, we have improved guard, improved dodge, nimble defense, right? We have, you know, poison, blight resistance, all these things that you're like, oh, these don't do damage. Well, now you can put them on because I'm already at damage cap. I'm not going to be able to do any more damage with what I got. So maybe I want a better dodge, you know, maybe I want dodging to be a little bit easier. Now I can do that. Alrighty then, that's everything for this video. If you have any questions, leave them on the comments below. I'll try to, you know, get back to them. I'm a little busy, you know, full-time job, etc. But, you know, I've been playing this game a lot, been having a lot of fun. And the damage cap thing works with every single character. No character has a unique damage cap or anything like that. It all works the same, right? You know, get to 100% damage cap. If you're already there, raise your damage cap. If you're not there, put on, you know, attack skills, anything you can to get there. and then you just go from there. If you're at 100%, hey, good job, you did it. You can, you know, you can try to circumvent it with supplementary damage, or you can, you know, put on whatever makes you feel more comfy. I have a bunch of health, I have more potions, right? Very, very comfy fight character build that I'm running, so no issues there. I can do a little bit more damage if I really wanted to, but I don't feel the need to. If you do, all the power to you. With that being said, I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. I hope you're enjoying the game as much as I have, and that's all. Bye!